Grand Rapids Rock Alternative 97.9 GRD. Hey, it's Metalhead Ned hanging out in the studio for another Metalhead Ned interview. These things always kick ass, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Today, I've got on the phone with me Tim King of SOiL. They have a show tomorrow at Planet Rock in Battle Creek, Michigan. Tickets are available right now, so if you're not at this show, what the hell are you doing? You should go buy your tickets. I got Tim on the phone with me, man. How's it going?
Yeah, what the hell? Go buy your ticket.
Yeah, no, people are just wasting their time sitting around doing nothing. Go buy a damn ticket.
I'm doing good. How are you doing, brother?
I'm staying alive. It's actually about 95 degrees up here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it's humid, and I hate humidity, so it all comes down to that.
Yeah, it is brutal where we're at, too. We're actually in Ohio today, making our way over to Battle Creek tomorrow, but
yeah.
I mean, it's brutal. It's like 92 here.
I think the entire country right now is just in a heat wave, and it sucks.
The thing that sucks is we had crappy weather starting off this summer, and we're all like, oh, when's it going to warm up? And then we just get blasted.
Yeah, no, it all comes at one time. It's like, here's hell, and this is what it feels like.
Welcome to the Midwest.
Exactly, yeah. Now, you guys got a new album coming out named Whole. It's coming out August 20th here in America. Yep. How does this new album kind of differ from previous albums? Is it any different? Because you obviously got Ryan back on the vocals again. Is there any, I guess, what's your opinion on the new album?
Yeah, it's great to have Ryan back naturally, and we've been without him for a couple of records, so to have him back, it's definitely a homecoming of sorts. So what we did on this record is we kind of just wrote it with no holds barred in mind. We just wanted to kind of see what came out, and actually everybody that's heard it so far has said that it's kind of the record that falls right after the Scars record, which was our biggest success, so that's always great to hear. We're really excited about it.
Obviously Scars, and speaking of Scars, and obviously the biggest single off that was Halo. It's been about 10 years since that single has come out. Would you ever have imagined that you'd still be doing this stuff?
I remember when Halo was blowing up, and everybody's like, oh, you guys are going to be big, huge rock stars and blah, blah, blah. And I always just kind of thought, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just hoping that we can still be doing this a year from now. And here we are, over 10 years later, and I'm still doing it. It's crazy. It's a blessing. So, we couldn't have done it without support from the fans and stations like yourself and stuff like that. So, we're really happy that we're still able to keep on plugging away at this.
No, for sure. And even like we were mentioning off the interview here, just talking about how I've seen you before with Mushroom Head. You guys had the original, or the vocalist AJ in the band at the time. I've never seen Ryan with you guys though. So I'm kind of curious, since obviously AJ's out of the band. Was there any kind of like, did he leave on good terms along with the drummer?
Well, it was kind of weird because we were right in the middle of a campaign for the Picture Perfect record, and actually things were going really well. We had a single that was popping, and a lot of tour dates and stuff. And AJ sent us an email one day when we had a couple of weeks downtime saying that he wanted to leave the band. And then he changed his cell phone number, changed his email, and moved out to California, and we've never heard from him since. That was 3 years ago this month.
Whoa.
So,
he just
a little odd.
Yeah, really, just up and left, especially being in the band for so long. You kind of become, in a way, a small family, and then all of a sudden just gone.
Yeah, I don't know his reasoning other than the fact that we got an email and haven't heard from him ever since. I know that he always felt like he wasn't, part of the band, and he was filling somebody else's shoes and stuff. So what better thing to do than to get the original formula back? We've got Ryan back, and we couldn't be happier. And, Ryan's the voice of SOiL. He's the original. And, I'm proud of those records we did, with the AJ era. But, it's really good to be back on a high note with the band and back to its original vision that we always had.
Definitely. It's kind of similar if you look at it, if you kind of follow Killswitch Engage with Howard Jones left the band. Now they have the original lead vocalist of Jesse Leach back in the band. It's kind of a similar situation when it comes down to that.
Yeah, it really is. And Jesse's band that he had between Killswitch was Seamless, and we actually took them out on the road.
Oh, really?
And he was a really nice dude. So I'm glad to see them back together with him.
And obviously, like you just said, you pretty recently welcomed Ryan back into the band. How have things kind of adjusted to is it just like old times, or things a little different ever since his drowning pool days? What do you say about that?
It's actually better than old times.
Right.
Everybody's probably going to, expecting you to say that, but it really is. We learned the time that we were apart. We really learned a lot about, more about ourselves and the music business, and we just kind of matured in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And
when we got back together, to start talking about doing SOiL together again, we all had different viewpoints. We all grew up a little bit, and we were able to take all the negatives of the past and put them behind us and learn how to correct them moving forward. And it's been a blast. We've been having a great time. Knock on wood. So we've been having a great time, and it feels just like old times, even better. This record came together really quick, and we had a blast recording it. We have a lot of fun on the road touring together, so it's been a blast.
Now, obviously, with a new album coming out named Whole again, coming out on August 20th, is there any plans for like a big headlining tour coming out? I mean, obviously you're on tour right now, but after the album comes out, are you going to be doing like a huge support tour for it?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of summer festivals, kind of dipping around on a lot of those, like the Aftershock one in California and whatnot.
That one looks
awesome. And then we're doing a lot of different dates in between, but we're actually about to announce a tour. We're going to team up with our buddies from Chicago Dope, and we're going to go out and do like a 6-week run following the release of our record, and they're going to be, dropping a new record as well. So
yeah,
that should be fun. It's always a good time when we pair up. We have pretty similar fan bases, so it's always a good time.
Dope and SOiL in one show. I don't really know how much better it could get from that, but I will say.
And I think we may be coming out to your area, like Grand Rapids intersection wise too. So
I will guarantee you I will be there, and we'll probably have to share a beer or something like that, man.
We'll share more than that.
Okay.
Bring your drink and shoot.
Sweet. I can take that, man. Awesome. I'm kind of curious when it comes down to, I mean, you always talk about old times and how things are kind of back to the old days, but at the same time better. Is there anything interesting that's happened? Like, what did you say is the most interesting thing that's happened to you on the road throughout your whole career, spanning all the way from 1997 up until now?
Oh, boy.
And that's a huge question.
There's so many, but one comes to mind. It was when we were on Ozfest 2002, and our previous drummer, had gotten a massage on one of the massage tables, and they didn't clean it.
Oh.
And he actually got scabies and was in threat of infecting the whole bus. So we had to pull off on a day off and fumigate the bus, throw out clothes, wash the sheets, and then we all had to get this cream from the doctor to prevent all of us from getting it. And you literally have to put that cream on from your neck to the tips of your toes and every single crack, crevice, and crease in between.
Oh man!
And leave it on for 11 hours, and it feels like you're just completely coated in Vaseline. It was ridiculous.
Basically, like standing outside right now with all the humidity. I'm guessing that's probably what it felt like.
Oh, it was brutal. I wanted to kill him after that point.
That's awesome, man. If you weren't in SOiL, what job do you think you would be doing right now?
I wanted to become a marine biologist.
Really?
That was actually what my goal was. And then, the band that was in at the time got a record deal, and then, we formed SOiL, and I've been going ever since then. But yeah, that was like my lifelong dream, is to be like a marine biologist and scuba dive and do government research and crap like that. So.
And now you're playing bass in a heavy metal band.
Yeah. Boy, how things change.
Would you say that mom and dad are proud?
Oh yeah, my parents have always been supportive of everything I did. My dad bought me my first bass and bass amp, and came to our first show in front of 5 people and stuff. So they've always been awesome.
The Rolling Stone cover of the the Boston Bomber, David Draymond from Disturbed is furious. Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue is saying stuff. What do you say about the whole fact of the Boston Bomber being on the Rolling Stone cover?
I mean, I have to agree with them. It's why should you go? All you're doing is glorifying things like that for more people to commit acts like that so that they can be famous and be on the cover of, nationally syndicated magazines.
Yeah.
And, I think it's ridiculous that we glorify serial killers and mass murderers and people who inflict harm and things on other people. I just think it's a horrible thing. Instead of focusing on positive things, or even the victims of what had happened, giving their memory a little bit of something worthwhile.
Yeah.
You're glorifying the person that did it, and it's just wrong. I have to agree with everybody else on there, and I'm not a very political person, but things like that I see, and it just makes me want to throw up,
Yeah, right with you. Especially, too, I mean, even Draymond stated the fact that it was always a sense of accomplishment when you saw, like, an actor or a musician on the front of Rolling Stone magazine, and now it's like, well, let's go kill a bunch of people, and now you can be famous. Personally, to me, I agree with you. I think it's bullshit.
Exactly. It's disgusting, and it's just really, it's really sad to see things coming to that point to where you actually have to kill and hurt people to be a celebrity nowadays.
It's a sick world we live in, man.
But we always have music to comfort us through the pain.
Damn straight. That's what it's all about. Do you have anything you want the fans to know out there, especially coming to the show tomorrow night at Battle Creek at Planet Rock?
Oh, yeah, we'll be playing some stuff off the new album. It's fun as always. We love the venue that we're playing at, Planet Rock. And we have a new single out called Shine On, so please, check it out, request it, do all that good stuff, because we'd love to keep coming back.
Yeah, for sure, man. So is there a music video coming out for Shine On? Is it already out?
Yeah, it's actually out right now.
Why have I not seen it? I'm going crazy, apparently. It was sweet. Well, obviously then, in that case, guys, be sure to check out YouTube for the video Shine On by SOiL. Their new album, Whole, August 20th is coming out. Be sure to pre-order it, pick it up, Amazon. I don't care what you do. Do not download it, though. Don't steal it. You're a dumbass if you do that. Check out their show tomorrow at Planet Rock in Battle Creek, Michigan. Tickets are available right now. And if you go to WGRD.com, all the details are right there for you, too. Tim, thank you so much for coming on the show with me. I appreciate it, and good luck on the rest of the tour. And I really hope that dope SOiL tour stops by here in Grand Rapids, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. We'll throw back a few for sure. Thanks again for the interview. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man, for sure. Thanks again, Tim. I appreciate it.
Take care, brother.